All right, boys, I know your struggle very well. I know the pain because I've been there. And I know why you clicked on this video. A lot of other influencers out there have become very popular. They're always trying to sell you something. I'm here. I'm going to teach you about my experience, what I've learned. Although it's not perfect, it is real. And I'm not trying to sell you anything right now. I'm just going to teach you very quickly, very simply, how to bulk. And especially this applies to you if you're very skinny. All right, so about me, I just finished off a bulk of 3 years and I'm 89 kilos. And I want to show you how I did it. Now, was it a perfect bulk? Absolutely not. But it is so much better than being who I was at the start. At the start, I was a very skinny skeleton who peaked at 57 kilos. I was very athletic. I didn't do well at sports. I was just not a very good, I did not have a very good physique. I was not very healthy either. Now, I was just complacent and didn't want to change. But once about start of 2021 arrived, I started lifting pretty consistently. And over the next couple of years, I got insane results. Even after the first year was absolutely mind-blowing. So there are so many things that you can learn from my bulk because I made a lot of mistakes. But at the end of the day, the bulk worked. And I look a whole lot better than then, and there are huge benefits to a bulk. Number one, it's important to understand the benefits of a bulk so you know why you're doing it. This is kind of step 0 as well. So, number one, the biggest benefit is that you'll be happy, looking healthier, feeling healthier, looking stronger. You'll be happy, all right? Don't let anyone lie to you and tell you, you'll never be happy once you start lifting. You'll be happy, all right? Number two, you will automatically gain the respect of every man that sees you. Automatically. Like before, they might have right now, they might be treating you as a kid. And then number three, you can do what you want with this information, but it is a whole lot easier to get female attention. You can do what you want with that. All right. Now, another precept is to affirm your goal. It's very, very important not to compromise on this, because if you compromise on this, you're not getting very far. I know a lot of people who had this goal going into the gym of like, I just want to get a little bit toned. I just want to get a McGregor physique, and then I'll kind of stop. I'll just maintain. Those guys get nowhere. They quit after 2-3 months in gym. They don't end up getting anywhere. You need to have, and this is going to sound cringe, but you need to have that mindset of, I want to become an absolute animal. That's what you want to have. All right. Now, once you got that done, step 1, no matter what gets in your way, get into the gym at least 3 times a week. I don't care if you're going there doing jack all. Just get into the gym, get that gym membership, sign up, get into the gym. Now, the reason I emphasize so much on getting into the gym first is because it's very important that we first build the habit of lifting and enjoying to lift. Because diet and all these other things will come after. But you need to start sort of getting into that flow, and you need to start enjoying lifting. So get that gym membership set, get your bag, get your gym clothes, hype yourself up, get whatever you want, and just get there. You can learn the basics of technique using online resources such as I would say a good example is Jeff Nippard's videos. Those are really good for beginners. Step 2. Now, it is very important that you understand after a week or 2 of training, you must now be training to failure. Whether it takes a week or a month for you to get used to, by now you should be training to failure. What do I mean by that? Suppose I gave you a dumbbell and I told you to do bicep curls. Now, going to failure means you push so hard that even if I had a gun to your head, you will not get another rep. You're pushing that hard, like your face looks like a tomato and you're just about to explode. That's what pushing to failure is. Do you need to push to failure every single set? No, but you need to be close to failure at least, maybe 2 reps away at most on pretty much most sets. The thing is, this is very important because even if you mess up pretty much any other aspect, if you mess up technique, you mess up your your split build, which isn't as important as people think it is. If you mess up your diet, if you mess up anything, it won't have as profound as an effect on your progress as much as messing up training to failure with. It's very important. All right, step 3. Now that we have you in love with the gym, it's time to focus on what you're putting into your body. Now you can start start the bulk process. Now, what does that mean? It means eating in a caloric surplus and also eating enough protein. Now, a caloric surplus is, I'm sure you've heard of it. It's very easy to calculate. Go onto this website that I'm showing you on the screen right now and just enter your information, your height and your weight. And then this way you'll be able to get a bunch of information about how much you should eat to slightly gain weight, slightly lose weight, maintain weight. Very useful, very simple. It takes 20 seconds. But is it perfect? No. You will understand whether or not you need to make adjustments as you go. There's no other way for me to tell you how to calculate the perfect amount of calories. So once you figure out that approximate number of calorie maintenance, you add 300 to 500 calories on top of that. And there we go. We've sorted out your calories. The other thing, protein. Now, with protein, it's a little more tricky because every food has a differing amount of protein. Some foods have huge amount of protein, whereas some foods have none, literally 0 grams of protein. What you should be aiming for is about 1.6 to 2 grams of protein per kilo of body weight. If you're very obese, a good idea is to use your height. So your height in centimeters, just convert that to grams in protein. Very simple. So I just want you to be focusing on calories and protein. That's it. Forget about everything else. Forget about anything people tell you for now. Just focus on these 2 things. Step 4 is learn how to track all of these things. Everything that I mentioned. Now, for calories and protein, you can use a very simple tracker like MyFitnessPal or Lose It. My personal preference is Lose It because it's just very, very quick to track on, even though it's for weight loss. And you can also add your weight progression onto these apps as well. So you'll be seeing whether or not your weight is increasing. And for the purpose of finding out how often you're hitting the gym, just simply use the habit tracker or just jot it down every time you go to the gym and see how consistent you're being. Consistently just means that you're going to the gym at least 2 to 3 times a week, in my opinion. It's not going to the gym once a week. It's not going to the gym 3 times one week and then 1 time the next week. I would say about 2 to 3 times minimum per week. That's consistency. And now the final step to understand is to be very patient. Very, very patient. This is a very slow progress and it may be quick at the start, which is unusual. It's not usually this way about a lot of things in life. But this will be very quick at the start. You will make a lot of progress in the first 3 to 6 months. However, you will then experience a plateau. And that's because you finish with your newbie gains. Now, after that, you need to start focusing more on how well you're eating, how well you're training, but all those things will come eventually. And I'm sure that by then you already enjoy the gym long enough to be watching more advanced full-length guides. Because this is a very simple one, but I still hope you learn a lot from this guide. Now, if you learned something new or you're confused about something, let me know in the comments and I'll help you out straight away. Thank you for watching this video and I will see you in the next one.